Hey everybody. So we're going to attempt something here. Turn this second transmission I bought off of eBay for a few $100. It's actually in good shape. Into a solid Posse rear end. This one's going to be a little more difficult because it's hydrostatic. You can't just pull the axles out and weld them or whatever you want to do. So, I've got an idea. I got them sitting in here, the sonic cleaner for a while. Get them all cleaned up, get all the oil off them. So the glue, adhesive I'm going to use to hold them together, will hold them, and then we'll come back tomorrow after it's set, and then weld them. Yeah, it looks like it did a good job. I seen Dawn soap and purple Zep. What was it? No, simple green. Purple simple green and a sonic cleaner works great, and a little vinegar. I can dish soap too on certain things. So those are all dry. Right here. Let me go get the glue. So you don't want to weld inside the transmission. I've seen a lot of that. The old ones with just the grease in it. But the hydrostatic, you can't do that. I'm actually going to go put these over here real quick. You don't want to get any of those little pieces of weld down in that hydrostatic. Oh, damn it. Max, you're not helping. I got my shop dog here. He just kicked it across the room. Alright, so this stuff works great. It's flexible. I'm not going to put a whole bunch on there like I'm going to try to use it as a glue. Like to actually use it in the transmission to make it work. But this is just to hold it until tomorrow so I can get the exact. You want to have some play in there. Put that right there. And tomorrow, we will weld it hot. And I'm hoping I can weld this. This is a new experiment. I've done greased, shifting transmissions before when I was a kid. But I have not done a hydrostatic. I think it's simple, basic, same concept. Is the biggest thing is just keeping the metal weld, any BBs or anything, slag from getting in there. All right, I'm going to take you over here. There we go. Should be able to see okay there. Alright, so I drained all the oil out. I'm going to put some 1550 in here when I'm done. Alright, so we got, what do we got here? You gotta remember how it goes back together. Pins. These go on the inside. Yep, okay. Watch out, buddy. I have a feeling. Shoot. Can't remember which way this went. The indent, probably indent on this side. First off, I want to make sure it's glued. Good. Once that's glued really good, you can just go crazy with the hot, burn it really hot, and it'll burn that glue off. It's going to be a pain in the butt because it's such a small little area. If I can just get these just stay out. Now, was it that way or the other way? I have rebuilt these before. I just don't remember that. Of course, I need the magnet. And you got that little bit of play in there. Well, that's good. So if I do get a little off, let's make sure we got this together here. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Let's let that set. Tomorrow, we'll come back and we will weld this whole wheel. We're going to leave these guys alone. I think a lot of people weld them on. I want to make sure it's moving. You know, it has some slack in play and be able to get, you know, the axles out, change seals or whatever. You know, that is going to be cool. Turn it a little bit. I'll put a little bit more glue on there. Put tiny little tack welds on there, and probably just throw a weld right in the gear. That would stop it. But, yeah, I'm building this one for my snowblower. You want two wheels on a snowblower to be turning and not spinning one and the other. I've got a Burco snowblower on a Craftsman 22 horse Briggs & Stratton, and I kind of decked out the tractor a little bit, went through it all, went through the engine. The other transmission, I serviced that, put some heavy duty oil in there, 1550. Some of these want 550, but I think the hydro gears want 550, but I put 1550 in there. It works fine. But, and this, I got this transmission for $200 off of eBay, plus shipping, and it's actually quite clean. Magnets hadn't had too much on there. Once I get all this done, then I will clean the magnets real well, clean this one. Still got a little bit on there, but it's not too bad. I think it was a deal. And then it had all the parts, washers. I always need these. I always got some customer coming in missing his washers for the outside, and they're rubbing. I like how the guy overpacked it like it was a piece of glass, but that's cool. He was happy to get rid of it. It's taking up room in his house. Alright, we're going to have fun with this tomorrow. So I will make another video on this tomorrow. So, yeah, you can't weld it in here. I mean, you could try throwing all kinds of stuff around. You don't want to get little bits of slag in there. It'll scrape inside this pump, and you scratch that face of the pump. It just ruins it. It won't work very good. So, my deal is we'll glue these center worm gears here to this. These others are fine. We'll have to pop them out again. And once that's set tomorrow, I will weld these inner gears to this main gear. It's already starting to set up, so good. I think that will work. But I'm going to have to get it hot, slow, I believe. Alrighty, we'll see you next video.